Hey guys, it's Ep11 and welcome back to episode 11 of my Tottenham career mode. And today's episode, a big episode for us. We're now into the January transfer window, so there's lots to do in this episode. Looking forward to it. The first game is against Swansea, but before we get onto that, we will be hopefully trying to make some signings because we do have a decent chunk of money to spend now. About £50 million to spend, and we'll hopefully be bringing in some players, as well as trying to get rid of some players that we're not going to be using. For those who don't know the way that this series works, it's on screen now. Basically, it's just we're only using British players. That's it. And that's basically just how this series works. I'd appreciate you dropping a like on today's episode and also subscribing to the channel if you haven't already as well. Let's crack on with things. Let's first of all take a look at some of the emails. Just quickly have a look at our youth academy, see how we're getting on there. We can just reject all these English players. On to the Scottish players. There's one guy that I want here, Oliver Watson, and then no one else. Okay, so last couple of episodes I've been doing some polls. We're trying to get your guys' ideas as to who I should try and sign, as well as, of course, looking at the comments from the previous few videos. Basically, we're going to try and make a move for Raheem Sterling, and we're also going to try and bring in Aaron Ramsey if we can as well. Okay, so as part of the Raheem Sterling deal, we're going to try and get rid of Eriksen. This is something we've tried to do before as part of this deal, unless is Eriksen going to be too much, maybe. Yeah, he's going to be a lot of money actually, isn't he? Anyone else we can give them? Hugo Lloris, are you interested in him? No, didn't think so. You want a right winger? Yeah, we don't have one to give you. So we just go £48 million to begin with, see what Man City say to that. 65.6, this is already going to be very difficult. Okay, £50 million. Anybody? Yes? Yes, £50 million has been accepted. Wasn't actually expecting that. I don't think we have enough to sign him on his wage though, which is a bit of an issue. Okay, so because I'm definitely sure we're not going to have enough money to bring in Raheem Sterling before this game, I am going to leave that deal despite it's just agreeing the deal for £50 million. I'll leave it for a little longer and just hope that an offer comes in that we can agree to. And we're going to try and sign Aaron Ramsey before then. No, we're not. He's just moved to AC Milan. Okay, so I wasn't aware of that deal happening. That's frustrating. Plan B was Jack Wilshere, but I don't think that was a very popular one. Do you know what? I'm going to make a move for James Milner instead. Not the sort of player I was anticipating trying to sign in this window, but I think actually quite a good player potentially for us in that midfield. I was tempted to go Lewis Cook, but for me, Lewis Cook, from when I've tried him before, doesn't get hold of the ball enough, doesn't control games. I think Milner's more likely to do that, so we're going to make a move for him. I don't think we can do any sort of trade offer for him, so we are just going to go ahead and offer them, I think, like 12 million. That should be enough. Maybe we could get him for cheaper than that, but we'll go 12 million just to sort of test the waters. They're happy with that, and let's try and agree something down the contract. Okay, so let's offer 120 grand a week, currently on 100. I just want to make sure we get him in. It's again quite expensive, but he'll take 105 and a signing on bonus of 1.3 million. Never good when I'm just knocking a grand off. Come on, 104 grand, accept it. What? Sometimes the hard approach to negotiations doesn't work, and that's a prime example. Okay, I wanted him for this game, really. That's awkward. Okay, so making a different move now for another player. Demarai Gray this time, the guy we're going to go for. Again, not too sure what it's going to cost us. We're going to have £12 million to begin with. They might walk out the room, it might offend them a little bit, but they've just accepted it. Okay. Also not too sure what overall he is as well, so this is another sort of stab in the dark, but it's because I want to sign somebody before this game because we are a little bit low on numbers after the last match. Let's now try and sort out his contract and not mess it up this time. Okay, wage of 78 grand and a signing on bonus. He wants 90 grand. Not too dissimilar to the James Milner deal. We'll accept it though, and he joins the club before this game against Swansea. Important to try and sign him. Really happy with that signing actually. He comes in as another one of our new additions. And as you can see there, 76 overall, pleased with that. He can play as a centre attacking mid. It was close between him and Redmond. Redmond might sign for us in the future, who knows, but I just thought I'd bring in Demarai Gray, and he'll come into the team if he's ready to, because we are in a situation where we needed to bring in a left mid, and ideally a centre mid as well, but we'll just bring in a left mid for this game now. Okay, so luckily he's just about ready to start this game, a little bit tired from his previous match, but Jack Butland starts in goal, Trippier, Evans, Lascelles and Davis at the back. Bale, Winks, Oakley Booth, Gray, Madison midfield with Ings starting up front for us. Getting at Swansea to kick off the new year, and the bench looks like this as well. So we do need to bring in signings, quite clearly. That's obviously the aim after this game, and hopefully we can get something agreed for Raheem Sterling in particular. But in order to be able to do that, we have to probably sell someone. Let's just hope a £100 million bid comes in for Eriksen. Okay, here we go against Swansea for this game at the Liberty Stadium. Let's try and win this match with a difficult sort of team that I've had to put out here. Gareth Bale, obviously the main quality we have in this side, and let's just hope that he shows that quality in this game. Go on, Gray, hit this one. Oh, not quite enough curl on it. Close chance, probably our first chance of the game though, 25 minutes in. Not a fantastic start. Swansea probably being the better team, I'd say, on the ball. Big chance here, Bale to shoot. Oh, well saved by Fabianski. Good opportunity there, passed it around pretty quickly, got a shot away, but it's a shame he didn't find the back of the net. Madison to hit it. Oh, another save by the keeper, didn't quite find the corner. Oh, well played, Maddison. Unnecessary turn. Gotta finish that, Ings. Come on. Right next to the goal. Half-time, 0-0 still. We started off really slowly. Swansea are the better team by far. Then we came into the game and we got a bit of a better control. And we've had a few chances. I think we should have taken one or two of them as well. Bale trying to get in a position now. If he can shoot, that would be great. Gareth Bale to get a shot away, and he scores. It's 1-0. I said we might need his quality. We certainly did. It's a fantastic bit of dribbling there from Gareth Bale, weaving that out, then getting on his left foot, shooting into the back of the net. It's a fantastic bit of play. Gareth Bale just beats one man there very, very easily. It's a fantastic curling shot, and we're in front now in this game. Yes, well played, Maddison. Great run. Big chance for us here. Maddison to go alone. Oh, saved by the keeper. Ready on to that second goal. 10 minutes to go. It still remains 1-0. This game's just sort of dragged, really. We've not managed to get that second one. And ultimately, it's been very frustrating for us. Gareth Bale had to try and deliver this ball into the box. It's not a great corner. Still got it, though, but headed away. Ings through to Gareth Bale. Bale to shoot, and he scores. It's 2-0. We've finally done it. Taken far too long, and it's been far too frustrating, but Gareth Bale gets the second of the game. 2 minutes to go. Doubled our lead, and now we've won the game. Very happy about that one. Nice little curling finish, 2-0. There we go, 2-0 victory. Clean sheet at least, which is an improvement on some of what we saw last episode. That's a good sign. 3 points for us as well, and ultimately 70 minutes of that game was all one-way traffic. The opening 20 minutes, to be fair, Swansea passed the ball around really well. Ever since then, though, we did dominate that game and probably could have had a couple more goals as well. We'll take the 3 points, though. Important for us to continue winning in the Premier League, especially when we're making massive changes to the team like we are. Now we can focus on transfers for a little bit before the next game. I'm just hoping we get big offers in. We need to get rid of Lloris and Eriksen. I think that's just about everyone now. I've got something for you guys to vote on as well in the poll in the top right-hand corner, if I've remembered to include it. Basically, do you want me to recall Joshua Onoma from his loan at Aston Villa? Do you want me to bring him back to the club for the remainder of the season? Let me know in the comment section below, but also if I have done the poll, mainly the poll, and in the top right-hand corner, just so I know whether to bring him back or not. It'd be nice to have an extra player, I think, but at the same time, he is technically there on loan, so whether we mess with that or not is up to you. As for some other players, I'm obviously going to be releasing this guy here. We've had loads of offers come in for him. Nothing's been agreed, so we are going to release him. 75 grand it cost us, but I think it's worth it just to try and get him out the door so we know who we've got and who we don't have in this team. And there's also a number of other players as well I might end up just releasing at this point. One of them being this guy as well. He's a Cypriot player. Obviously can't use him for that reason, and 303 grand to get rid of him. But I think, again, it's just worth it so we have a proper clear out, because those guys were never going to leave with any sort of transfer offer. Okay, so now I think we've only got 4 foreign players left in the team, and that is this goalkeeper, which we can't get rid of. We can't transfer list at the moment. Hugo Lloris, Eriksen, and also, is it Foyth, is it? The centre-back? So as the players actually at the club at the moment, so not including the players loaned out, only 4 left to try and get rid of if we can. So pretty pleased with the progress that we've made so quickly as well. This is just our second transfer window, so it's a whole transformation of the team. And now we are going to sit a few days and just cross our fingers that get a big bid coming in for one of our better players. Okay, we have bids coming in, but not for one of the players I want to try and get rid of. It's a big bid, though, for Ben Davies. £30 million from Bayern Munich. And remember, I can sell these players as long as I just replace them. I am okay to sell British players as well. They're saying his value could be up to £47 million. Where's that sort of money come from? I think it might be worth cashing in on Ben Davies if we can get a good amount. I'd want maybe 40 or 45. But we do have obviously Danny Rose, we've got Session, we've got Kyle Walker-Peters to fill in temporarily. And then I'd probably look to bring in somebody like Tierney from Celtic. So I'd probably look to bring him in as his replacement. But for now, if we can get a good enough offer from one of those two teams, then I might go ahead with them. Let's say 45. Worst case scenario, they walk out of the room straight away. It wouldn't be that surprising if they do, but it's going to be the initial one I'm going to go for. They're saying £30 million. Okay, well, I'll instantly drop that down to 40. And they've matched £40 million. Okay. We'll see what comes of that then. Maybe he's moving to PSG. We're also going to go behind PSG's back, and we're going to ask for 42 from Bayern Munich. See what they say to 42. Interested? No. Okay, let's say 40 for them then as well. And they're not interested. Yeah, we're just going to end that negotiation. Okay, good news for us actually. Transfer offer has been accepted by James Milner. It did work eventually, even though I had to wait a few extra days in order to be able to sign him. It's just now, do we actually sign him? Yeah, I mean, we don't have that many other options really for that centre-mid position. I've looked across Wales and Scotland as well, and I think James Milner is probably the best option we can go for the type of player that I want, which is sort of a centre-mid, holding midfielder type player. So we are going to go ahead, accept that, and James Milner will join us here at Tottenham. Happy with that deal. He obviously joins us for, was it £12 million? Yeah, 12 million, and adds to that midfield position. He's 32 years old, but we are, I think, only just doing one season of this, so it's just important that we get in as many players as we can in this window. This isn't good news. Fiorentina have approached Tierney, £14 million. Obviously a player that we're looking at just in case Ben Davies does end up leaving. We might have to try and hijack that one if we can. Okay, we're going to say £14.1 million for Tierney. See what they say. They want 14.5 and a sell-on clause. Remove the sell-on clause, just say 14.5. It's obviously more than Fiorentina are paying, which is fine by me. I don't mind that. That probably gives us the advantage you'd hope in the deal. We're going to leave the actual negotiation on his wage so until after this next game that we're going to play. And the Raheem Sterling deal needs to be concluded pretty quickly. We're going to have to wait for Ben Davies, I think, to be sold in order to sign either of them or both of them. Just a sign of James Milner's already helping us out a lot. He can now start this game. Jack Bulland in goal. Kieran Trippier, Evans, Lascelles, Davis, Bale, Henderson, Milner, Sessegnon, Ali and Kane started this match. It's a cup game against Southampton. It's the Carabao Cup, not that important really, but there's a game against Chelsea in 4 days' time, which is a semi-final first leg. Hence why I've gone with a slightly changed team in certain areas. There are other players that could have started that just haven't, but that's the team I'm going to go for. That's the bench I've gone with as well. Let's crack on with the game, hopefully get through to the next round of the Cup. St Mary's Stadium, game against Southampton in the Cup. Hopefully we've got enough in this team to sort of score a few more goals as we did in that last game, make it a bit more of an interesting, exciting game if we can, and hopefully get the goals a little bit quicker as well. Ali. Oh, it's Sessegnon. Can he shoot and score? Sessegnon off the post and in, 1-0, 7 minutes in. Didn't take long, much quicker start from us here. Dele Alli plays it through to him, takes a touch, shoots and scores, and we're in front in this game, 1-0. Well played, Dele. Now into Harry Kane. Harry Kane back to Dele. Could this be two straight from kickoff? No, off the post and out this time. Didn't quite find the back of the net. So close to that second one just a couple of minutes later. Gareth Bale brings it down, cuts inside, onto his left foot he goes. Oh, just over the bar. Couldn't quite tell where that one's going. Always tricky from that sort of camera angle, but really good chance there for Gareth Bale. It's a classic sort of cut inside and shot, but unfortunately it doesn't dip quickly enough to go in. Dele gonna shoot, again blocked. Seems to happen time and time again with these shots. Every single time I try and take it, I'm just saying the word blocked. It's just that every single time. It's out for a corner for us here. We're gonna just get it into the box with Gareth Bale. Not a bad ball in for Dele, but cleared away once again. Could be a foul. No, that's got to be a foul. Surely. That has to be a foul. He tackled my player, didn't get the ball, and then went and scored. I mean, it's 1-1. It's been given by the referee, but as you can see, quite clearly, Romelu here comes in, karate kicks Dele Alli. Suddenly that's become fine in the game. I don't know. Don't know when that was legal. And then it just bounces up nicely for him, takes a shot and scores. It's 1-1. Bizarre goal. So back on level terms, it's now half-time as well, so it's on the stroke of half-time for Southampton, and unfortunately we found ourselves level. Not the position we wanted to be in. Disappointing really, because we had looked the better team in the first half. Gabbiadini running through here, big chance for Southampton, big save though, Jack Bulland onto the bar, and out for a corner. Very close chance there, thought we were going to go in front. James Ward-Prowse to deliver into the box. I've got to try and clear that one away. Somebody, come on. Bale, ball through to Dele Alli. Go on. How can you not hit the target? It's right in front of goal. It's just there and lasted it miles away. Still Gareth Bale here, big chance. Completely free. It's a goal, finally. It's 2-1. And is that James Milner, I think, our new signing, who has scored it 68 minutes in? Yes, it is. James Milner gets the goal, first for the club. Puts us back in front in this game. We'll take it. Gareth Bale just poking the ball through to him there, and it's a nice little finish from him. Okay, all three changes to 15 minutes to go. Tom Kearney, Maddison and Dye to come on. We'll take it for Lascelles, Sessegnon and Gareth Bale. Give those guys a rest. Like I say, just 15 minutes left now. Hopefully go through with a 2-1 victory. Harry Kane on his left foot. Oh, so close. Big chance for us there from range. Yes, it was on his weaker side, but I thought he was going in for a moment there. 3 minutes to go, still winning this game at the moment, but I'm sure they'll have 1 or 2 chances before the game's over. Maddison will try the cross. It's gone to Tom Kearney, who'll also try the cross to Dele. It's a goal, it's 3-1. Victory confirmed, we're into the next round. And Dele scored late on there to secure it for us in the added on time. Really happy about that one. Took a few times to cross the ball into the box, eventually it found somebody. Good little header into the middle there. You would expect Harry Kane to be in that position, but Dele finds himself there instead. He's scored plenty of goals for us already this season and continues that in the Carabao Cup as well. So yep, full time 3-1, we're beating Southampton, impressed with that. Again, managed to get a few goals, didn't quite get a clean sheet this time, but enough to go through. Okay, so I think when I sim the next day, I think the negotiations will be over for Raheem Sterling. We don't have 50 million in the bank to be able to sign him. Ben Davies will probably end up being sold the next day or something like that, but we'll wait and see what happens here, and I think we're going to have to wait another week in order to be able to sign Raheem Sterling, at least that anyway. Yeah, so Ben Davies sold, just as I said would happen. £34.5 million added on to the transfer budget there. Negotiations over for Raheem Sterling, but looking forward to contract negotiations for Tierney, and we'll wait and see if we can get something agreed for the left back now. See, I mean, it was a shame to get rid of Ben Davies, but a good offer came in, decided to accept it. Gives us a chance to try somebody else out there at left back anyway, and we'll wait and see how he performs in game. He's a lot faster than the other options that I've got, and he's also a little bit younger and he can play centre back, which I think, to be fair, Ben Davies probably could as well. We're going to offer him 50 grand a week. It's difficult to know exactly how much he's going to want. Hopefully he just accepts it and makes it easy for us, but no, he's actually saying a wage decrease will do. Okay, wage decrease and a signing on bonus. When I say wage decrease, a decrease from what we offered him. It was 45,500 and a signing on bonus, we'll just accept it. And that means Tierney joins us. He's going to be much cheaper than Ben Davies, I think, to have at the club as well. It's fantastic to get a left back in straight away, so there's no sort of transition period there. Really impressed by his stats as well, they look fantastic. Look forward to having him at the club, £14 million. I think a bit of a bargain really for him. Okay, so I really want to try and bring in Jesse Lingard at some point. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it in this window if I want to try and sign Raheem Sterling as well. Might just have to find that we end up having to transfer list Eriksen and Hugo Lloris. Maybe that's the best way to get them out the door, so we can finance the deals for Lingard, Raheem Sterling, potentially even Chris Small if we could as well. There's been a few people saying Harry Maguire, can't sign him still not available for transfer, so he won't be joining us by the looks of it in this series, unfortunately. But like I say, if we can try and get in Lingard and Sterling, I'll probably be quite happy with that. Okay, so we will transfer list Eriksen. We'll also transfer list our goalkeeper Hugo Lloris as well. Just so we can try and hopefully get bids in a little bit quicker for them. It's not ideal because I do want to try and maximise the price that we get for them if we can, but we're just going to go with that anyway. We'll wait and see what happens. Hopefully we get some good offers coming in before the end of the window. It's not an ideal situation, but messed up the opportunity in the last window to sell Eriksen when I asked for like 100 and odd million for him, and then PSG walked away from the deal. Okay, so we're going to try and make a move for Jesse Lingard before the end of today's episode, just because I still think we're going to sign Sterling next episode. If we can get rid of Eriksen or Lloris, then we'll have the money to be able to do that. For this episode, though, we're going to try and bring in Jesse Lingard. And I just think if we can try and get rid of Maddison as part of the deal, then that'd be ideal for us, because we don't really want to have two midfielders at the club, and I think Maddison would be one too many having him stay. So we'll get rid of him. Hopefully United are interested. If not, then it is what it is. And they're not. They want a right back, which I don't really have to give them, so we're not going to bother with that. We'll go straight to cash. Not too sure how much it's going to cost us, but I'm going to go with an initial bid of £28 million. Submit the offer. What are they going to say? 29.5? We're not too far away already. Let's say 29. Let's try and get the deal done on that. And Jose Mourinho will accept. And let's move on to his contract. So Jesse Lingard will, of course, be a backup to Dele Alli in that centre-attacking mid-position. They'll be fighting it out for that position. Dele's obviously done fantastically well for us so far this season, so there's no sort of aim for him to be dropped straight away or anything like that. It's going to be a competition between the two players, and also there's a lot of competitions to play in as well, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of game time. 125 grand a week, signing a bonus of just under £2 million, quite an expensive contract. He now has a wage that's increased, so 145, we'll just go for it. And he'll join us now. Jesse Lingard joins the club. Maddison doesn't leave, so it's another player that we need to try and get rid of ideally next episode if possible, but he has recently come in, so maybe that's going to be tricky. But anyway, Lingard joins us. Looks good actually in the Tottenham kits, and he's got great stats. Fantastic. Can play centre-attacking mid as well as on the right-hand side, which is ideal for us. That means he slots in nicely on the bench, and like I say, his stats are incredible, so no issues with that side of things. I think could be a really good player for us there off the bench to give us some fresh legs. Okay, so I think that's pretty much everything for today's episode. Happy with the deals that we've got done. Obviously, James Milner coming in, Gray coming in, as well as Jesse Lingard. Probably one more to be done next episode, which will be Raheem Sterling. Providing that we can sell Eriksen and Lloris, that's the main thing there, is trying to get those two guys out the door. But big deals hopefully be concluded there, and hopefully that can be all sorted. We won't have time for a third game. I don't usually play 3 games when we're in the transfer window. It's usually 2 games and then some transfers obviously as well. So that'll be next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.